It's the Joel Shit Show, featuring Joel Shit. Hi, and welcome to the Joel Shit Show. I'm your host, Joel Shit. I don't think I remembered to zoom the camera this time, but that's okay, because I'm not going to do it now. So, it's really early. It's 4:50. It's time for me to leave and go drop off the rental and go to the airport. It would sure be funny if I missed my flight, because I tried to drop off my car and the car rental place wasn't open yet, and then the shuttle didn't run to get me to the airport. But surely they've planned for stuff like this, so I'm not going to be stuck there. If I show up and there's a long line of taxis, I'm going to be pissed off. I suppose if I show up and there's nothing, I'll be even more pissed off, because it's a 7-minute drive to the shuttle. Who knows how long the walk would be, but I can guarantee you one thing: I'd miss my flight, and I'm sure people would have complained about that by now, because I even told them at the counter, hey, I have to drop this off at 5:30. She didn't say I couldn't, so I'm probably worrying about nothing. Let's see. Yesterday, I woke up at 7, and I worked until 11. And I exchanged text messages with a couple of friends. We never did end up meeting up, which is fine, because there's no shortage of things to do here. I had to finish my Jacks or Better session here, because I wanted to burn through $300 to pay for the room, and if I win something great, the original $100 I put in, I worked all the way up to $525, which on Jacks or Better dollars is very hard to do, but I got 8 4-of-a-kinds, 7 at the time. I got it down to 400, and then I said, okay, I'm going to bed, or whatever it was I said. I don't remember now. And so after my shift was over, I said, all right, well, let's start with this and see how long this takes. Well, I only got 1 4-of-a-kind, but it still took over an hour to get rid of that $400. Then the second $100 took about 5 minutes, and then the third $100 took another 20 or 30 minutes. So I got a lot of play in this weekend, and so I think that the offers I get may actually improve, unless the whole thing is they were trying to get me to play more, which that's something Harrah's will do. You'll increase your play, your offers will get worse. But maybe Tropicana is a little more logical. Maybe my offers will get better since I played more this time. How much better do I want them to be? I don't know. I'm already getting free rooms, but they're not always free. So maybe now they'll always be free. Then I probably did, one of the coupons I got when I checked in was 2-to-1 on a blackjack, up to $100. Ugh, really? So at Casino Royale last time, I had 2-to-1 blackjack up to $25. And so it took me 2.5 hours to get, but luckily I won a couple $100 because I was winning. So I said, well, I better go to the ATM. It would be embarrassing to run out of money while I was trying to get this coupon. So I went to the ATM. I sat down at the blackjack table and I said, are you sure that's how this works? And they said, yes. So I said, all right, here's $1,000. Give me 10 blacks. I'm going to keep betting $100 a hand. I want to get this blackjack. Well, I got it on the 4th hand, so that was nice. And I ended up saying, well, I'll play till the end of the shoe, but I'll play quarters. So I played quarters, and I lost $200, and then I said, all right, you know what, I'm not playing anymore. So I took the 800 and left. So I used the coupon, which was worth $50. Oh, I also had a $5 garage play. So I won that one too. So it was like $52 in expected value, but I still lost $200. And I cashed in my 800, and then I went back up to the room, and I said, all right, what else do I have to do? Nothing. I hadn't heard back from my other friends. So I said, well, it's 2:30. Let's go to Arizona Charlie's Boulder. It's the first coupon in the membership rewards booklet from Las Vegas Advisor, and I'm going to do them alphabetically. So I'm driving there, and from Tropicana, I said, well, it's probably not a good idea to take Tropicana, so I'm going to take 215 and get off at Flamingo, and then it'll be right there, because it's a Flamingo Boulder Highway, essentially. It's pretty close to there anyway, a little bit north of that. Well, I decided to get off at Tropicana because I said, I want to drive on Tropicana to the Boulder Highway. I like driving by all the other casinos on Boulder Highway, so I did. And I'm going down Tropicana, and I get to maybe Nellis, I don't remember, one of those streets. There's a Fresh and Easy there. There's a lot of Fresh and Easies here. There's a Cece's Pizza all over the place, too. And I said, you know what? Oh, the Arby's here, you can get 2 beef and cheddars or 2 regulars for $3. That's cheaper than it was when I worked there 15 years ago, 14 years ago. I was really tempted to get one, but I said, well, it's just Arby's. I'm not that hungry. Fresh and Easy, they're supposed to build one literally a 4-minute walk from my house. It was one of the selling points when I bought my house. Walk to Fresh and Easy, blah, blah, blah. Division of Tesco, blah, blah, blah. I knew Tesco from my work at Gardner. They're like the Kroger of the UK. They didn't want to use the Tesco name here because of branding issues. That's why BP is not called British Petroleum here. Or at least it was. When they first took over all the mobile stations locally, and of course then most BP stations became 76s, which we already had. So I went inside Fresh and Easy. Fresh and Easy seems to be a whole food that's not intimidating. They have actual brands of food like Hamburger Helper, along with all the private label shit. The reason why their prices are so low is because there's no checkers. You have to self-check out everything, which in that neighborhood in Las Vegas seems a bit risky. And the types of people that live in Las Vegas, do they really care about the things that Fresh and Easy offers? For them to use that brand in Las Vegas is confusing to me. I don't think the locals really care much about renewable energy. I don't think they care about recycling. I don't think they care about any of that stuff. They probably think global warming isn't real, as is their right. But there were people in there shopping, probably because it was the local grocery store. But I don't think that they're gaining customers because of everything that differentiates Fresh and Easy. I think that going into this market was a mistake, unless it was just to test out America. And maybe this is more representative of the rest of the country, I don't know. But in the interim, there are 2 sites in San Jose that are ready for Fresh and Easy, and those plans have been put on hold. Now, there, they would be more successful. I am the demographic that Fresh and Easy is going for, I'm proud to say. Care about the environment. They have parking spaces in the parking lot, not just for disabled, not just for pregnant, but for hybrids. First of all, the parking lot was half full. Second of all the parking spaces are near the entrance anyway. And third of all the hybrid spaces were empty. This is Las Vegas. But that's the kind of store they are. They have really cheap prices on groceries whose brand names I recognize. Hamburger Helper was $1.59. I could have bought a gallon of milk for $1.99. 1 gallon. I didn't have to buy 2. I would shop. They had a pound of spaghetti for 88 cents uncooked. I would shop there because those are the things I care about. They're a little in your face with all of their renewable energy stuff and bring your cloth bag and so on. And that's fine. I don't mind that. I can see why it would bother some people. But when I go to Whole Foods or I go to Trader Joe's is too pretentious. Whole Foods is just intimidating. There's just stuff everywhere. The design of a Fresh and Easy is Fresh and Easy. Imagine that. And I really think that if they're trying to get a more mainstream audience, they should enter the Bay Area. I think that the Whole Foods and the Trader Joe's would be in trouble, except for the people who shop there so they can say they shop there. Well, fuck them. You're not going to lose their business anyway. You're not going to be able to steal that business anyway. You're basically going to take the people like me away from Safeway. They have an ad every week. I picked it up to take home. And I picked up something for my girlfriend. Here's your souvenir. You get a Fresh and Easy chocolate bar. It was 50 cents. Of course I'll tell her that. I'm not like that. I'm not going to say it was $4. But it's the way to go. Oh, right. Arizona Charlie's Boulder. Played blackjack for 2.5 hours, won $120. Was breaking even for the entire time. And then finally got a shoe that was a +8 for a long time. And I won 3 hands in a row with 6-unit bets, and the last one was a double down. And so I said, all right, that's what I was waiting for. I went from even to up $120 in 3 hands. And I included well, that didn't include a $5 bet for the dealer, which was on the double. So she won $20 herself, the $10 I bet, and the 10 that won. So she was happy too. And I was being graded at a quarter a hand, and most of the time I was betting $5 or $10 a hand. So it was, I think I'll start getting mailers from Arizona and Charlie's Boulder too. Now they don't have 10-7 double bonus and quarters anymore like they used to. The internet free at vpfree2.com says they do. They don't. It was not by their parking garage. I couldn't find it. And the Joker's Wild that they used to have, gone. But I knew that. So I played $1.96 jacks, and I played for 20 minutes for my $100. So I ended up winning $20 there, and I got enough comps to get $8 in cash back, and I got to eat the buffet for free, which is a solid buffet. $10 on a Saturday night for those who pay. That's a pretty good price for what you get. The dessert was, they had sugar-free desserts, so I guess that was nice. But the dessert wasn't the fanciest, but they had cooked-to-order hamburgers, hot dogs, and French fries, because it's Arizona Charlie's. You know, that's what the people want. It's just like Volkswagen. So yeah, then I got home and I decided to just go to sleep because I have to work in 6 hours and I still have to get to the airport. So the time we have today, visit us on the web at joelshitshow.com. Email Joel at joelshitshow.com.